Hello and welcome to Art with Miss Zoe. With me, your host, Miss Zoe. Today, we're going to learn about line. For today's project, we will use different types of line and chalk pastels to create a fun design on our paper. As you probably already know, line is a two-dimensional mark moving across the composition. And there are several types of line. You can have a straight line, a curved line, a zigzag. Your line can be solid or dashed, and your line can be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. You probably can already tell the difference between a straight, curved, and zigzag line. You can also, like I said, have a solid line or a dashed line, and they can also be curved or straight at the same time while still being solid or dashed. Now, horizontal, vertical, and diagonal might be new words. Horizontal means that it moves left and right, like the horizon. Vertical means that it moves up and down. And diagonal means that it moves across the paper at an angle. Now that we know more about lines, let's look at today's art activity. For today's project, you will need cardstock, chalk pastels, and a black marker. Once you have everything together, let's get started. I've gathered my paper, my marker, and my chalk pastels. I'm using the Dustless colored chalk from Colorations today. I'm going to start off by creating lines across my paper. I'm going to use my Sharpie, and I'm going to start off with a loop-de-loop, and I'm going to move it diagonally across my paper. I'm going to use another diagonal line, and this one is just going to be a curve. Now remember, your drawing doesn't have to look the same as mine. I just want you to use different types of line. Now I'm going to use a semi-vertical line, and it's going to be dashed and curved. And now I'm going to do another vertical line moving down. Now I'm going to use a zigzag, and it's going to be another diagonal. Lots of diagonal lines today. And I think I'm happy with that, and I'm ready to add my colors. So I'm going to put the lid on my marker, and now I'm going to grab my blue chalk first, I think. And the way that I'm going to do this, I'm not going to color the whole shape in with chalk. I'm actually only going to color on the outside of the shape. So I'm going to show you why here in a minute. But for now, only color the outside edge of your shape. And each shape that is created by those overlapping lines is going to get a different color. If you did the Abstract Expressionist project with me, it's very similar to that. You might notice that I'm not holding my chalk like a pencil. I'm holding it in between my pointer finger, my middle finger, and my thumb, and I'm holding it on its side. That is the best way to hold chalk so you don't accidentally break it. And you'll see that I didn't let two of the same color sit side by side, and that'll create interest later. Now I'm going to smudge my colors with my fingers, and I'm going to smudge it so that I can draw that color into the center of my shape so that it's darker on the outside and lighter on the inside. This can be a little tricky at first, and don't be upset if it doesn't look just like mine. This takes a little bit of practice, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'm going to speed this up. I'm also wiping off my fingers in between colors so I don't mix my colors and make them look muddy. And there you have it, my beautiful line drawing. Thanks for watching and keep making.